Welcome to Strive, everyone. This is our low impact exercise class. We're just going to come to the center of our mats, do about a 7-minute warm up, and then hit our series of exercises. It's done in a 45-second blast with a 20-second break. During the 20-second break, we show you what comes up next, but let's just start with a nice warm up here. Just inhale, reach up. Big breath in, exhale, lower the hands to side body. There you go. A little flex in the knees. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. We're just going to float this out now. Just inhale, reach to the skies. What's up? Hands to heart center.
I'm already floating.
Come into a little bit of a crouch. Go to a forward fold with the knees bent. Straighten out those legs. Let's take it nice and slow and just warm up the body. We come back to that crouch. Hands to heart center. And come on up. Sink it down. Forward fold. Straighten the legs any amount. Do you feel the float to that? We're saying it in pieces, but it actually can just glide on through in a nice smooth motion once you've memorized the transitions. Coming through. That's our last one there. Meet us at the top. Okay, we're going to come up. We're going to step to the side and centralize our body and just squat down a little bit. Other side. Keep looking forward. Nothing has to be extreme in a warm-up. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be deep. Just have to get those joints moving. Make sure you come into this class hydrated, especially if you're doing it early morning and you've done 8-10 hours without proper fluids. Get some hydration into your muscles so that you can actually move effectively. Last one, come to center. So just reach it out. You have a warning on your screen, Kevin. I'm not sure what it is. And pull back.
That's just a piece of song.
Okay. I thought it was an alert. I'm going to stretch out, pull that elbow down. Sometimes you just have to push yourself. You wake up a little bit stiff and achy, and the best thing is to move, and yet something in your brain says you shouldn't. You should just sit there and just suffer like that, and it's going to magically go away. I changed direction and didn't say anything. Sorry about that, Kevin. You've missed them all. That's okay. You'll catch it next time.
On Monday?
Maybe on Monday we'll catch up on that one. Step the feet to the sides of the mat and just turn those toes out just a little bit. Come on down to stir the pot. Hands on the thighs. Then hang an arm. And you always remember just about now because you look at your arm. And let's just swing that arm around. This is a nice big thumping music. I feel like we should be doing something very impressive. Other direction. I won't forget this time.
Thanks.
Okay, let's take a pause on that. Think about it. We're coming into standing up, straightening up, and then sinking the weight into the heels and just doing a little bit of a back bend. Oh, that feels very good. Come on back down, other arm. Swing it around. Feel your shoulder joint and then just change directions. As we do this warm-up exercise, notice if you're starting to get more glide in your shoulders. Okay, drop, and straighten up. And come to neutral. Just start to garble my words. You're counting on me for words. Let's bring those feet underneath here. We're just gonna warm up the wrists here, just coming into a nice, flexible figure 8 with the wrists. I'm looking forward to nurse today. Let's change directions. Make it big if you need to, just to track it and then bring it in. And come to a pause. Just rotate through those magnetic bracelets, holding your wrists together. Flare at the top, bring it through. Starting to do things earlier and earlier. Change the direction. In Yuma, we wake up and it was, what was it, 24 Celsius already when we first woke up early this morning. Okay, let's step the feet apart. We're gonna do core circles. Okay, pull up on the kneecaps a little bit, straighten the legs, come on up straight. Now soften, just bend the knees a little bit. Feel that flex in the ankles and the knees when you do that. Come on through. Inhale up, exhale, swing it through. Use the stretch up to get a big breath in and use the swing to exhale. Consciously breathing instead of subconsciously so that you can support the motion. Last one. Swing it through. And let's go to hip knee circles here. Just opening up to the side, bringing that foot down. So tribal dance I never got learned before. You be careful. See, he has too much fun and then he regrets it. Okay, come to a pause there. Let's just bring the fists up to the shoulders here. Nice support in the kneecap so you can feel your quads pull up. And then a twist and nudge into the low back. Just loosening that up. Nice and slow. Do we have signs on the door so we don't get people knocking? Oh, good. One thing about being in a resort like this is people just randomly knock on your door to have a little visit. Love it at most times. Okay, let's go into our standing cat-cow here. So we're gonna be standing, knees are bent and hands on our thighs, and then you tuck your chin and you arch through the back, and then you sway your spine and pop the booty. Just a nice warm up of the spine there. Inhale as you sway. Exhale as you arch up. Inhale, sway. Last one, exhale, arch. And come on up here. We're just going to be, what else do we do here? Oh, scissor rhomboid pull. I knew I was missing one. Feet are apart a little bit. Strike. Yeah, we don't have time for everything anytime. So strike that out. Roll those shoulders forward. Pull those elbows back. I've been really wanting to add little hand weights to like our Russian twist and things like that. So we'll talk about it a little bit this time, but I'm glad to be considering that finally. Last one. Let's just stand nice and still. We're heading for our actual exercise. And while Kevin's putting the timer on there, we're going to just stand very still. Do some circles with the nose, just warming up. Yeah, I will as soon as you get it there. Circles the other direction. And there's our timer. So we're gonna start our modified burpees here. We're gonna start at the top of the mat. Okay, this is inhale up. Wait for it to say go, okay? We're putting our hands down between our feet here. We step back one foot. We step back the other foot. Then we step forward and forward. Inhale up, hands down, step back, and step back. I'm gonna offer a modification here, but you can see Kevin is stepping right back into plank, okay? If that is too much for you, what we're gonna do instead is come on down. If you need to, just join me now, but otherwise keep on going. Hands down between the feet. And then put a knee down, step back to plank, knee down, step forward, okay? So there's that hands and knees transition to it. Knee down,
4,
plank,
3,
plank,
2,
knee, and forward. All right, so there's always those variations to get you to make progress. Our next one is our squat and butt kickers, okay? Feet are nice and parallel here. Put your hands to heart center. I usually just do this to keep them out of the way because I don't need them.
4,
Come down into
3,
a squat.
2,
Come up, kick, okay? Your pace and how deep you go into that squat is up to you. "45 seconds too, so you have to think. But we want that nice kick back there, trying to bring that heel close to the hips. A little bit of balance going on there. It's all good. I end up squeezing my hands so tight, I don't know why. Down. I'm just gonna put them into prayer hands so I don't do that. Down and kick. Really good for the hamstrings there.
4, 3, 2.
Last one. There you go. We're stepping our feet apart here. Nice and parallel feet. And it's going 4 punches straight into the air. and then 4 side lunges with the arm pulled back. Okay, your pace, but I'll cue you to
4,
start with here.
3,
Get yourself squared
2.
up. Hands ready, fists up. Punch, 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 and punch. Side lunge, side lunge. Do that 4. Come on up. Yes, totally good to add weights to this. Nice little hand weights. Nothing too extreme, but start to tone up a little more. I'm not going to cue this because you might have a different pace. I want you to count through 4 up and 4 down. Pull that elbow back on that side lunge. Engage the shoulders. Forgot where I was going.
4, 3,
This warms you up.
2.
You probably can feel it now. There you go. All right, we are going into our 3-point lunge. You're going to take that right foot forward, left foot back. Okay? Between each piece of our lunge, we come to straight legs and up. So we come forward into a lunge, up, out into a lunge, up, hands back,
4,
up.
3.
And we'll stay together for
2.
this one, okay? Straighten it out. Let's come forward and straighten. And like an airplane, and straighten. Hands behind. Forward. Stay gazing forward. Don't look at the floor. You will lose your balance. Straighten out that front leg in between. Get that transitional movement in. That's our functional fitness kicking in so that we can move through our day and our life with stability and strength.
I don't know how you talk into this. You're amazing. Oh,
He talked and fell over. How come we're not done yet?
4, 3, 2.
All right, we're going to our 3-legged dog and cheetah. Kevin's gonna give you the side version of that. Just put your hands down. Once you know what we're up to, stand hands down, hips high, get in your down dog. Doesn't matter. But take a foot back. That's 3-legged dog. Bring that knee into the
4,
chest and come forward
3,
into your plank. That's cheetah. Okay? Reach it back and take it forward. Now let's make sure our hands are spread really wide. Creases the elbows are forward. Bring that knee to chest, squeeze. Too hard for you? I'm about to offer the modification. Kevin's gonna keep going full version. We are instead hands and knees, and then we're here. And then we just pull forward. We don't tuck the chin actually. We just pull forward, squeeze. Reach, squeeze, reach, and squeeze. Halfway through gets to be too much for you. Put the knees down and get going on that.
4, 3, 2.
Put that foot down, walk it forward with bent knees and roll up to standing. We're going to our 3-point lunge on the other side. Take that other foot forward. Whew, what a workout today this is. Sometimes on paper, it's hard for me to know what it's gonna totally feel like as far as fatigue.
4,
Square it out,
3,
we're up in our 3-point lunge.
2.
Ready? Come on up straight. Forward, straight, and to the side. Give a little bit tippy on this. Turn out that back foot for a little extra stability. It kind of gets you turned into your hip a little bit, but it's totally worth it if you need it for stability. Reach, soar, reach, dive. Stay with that sequence. And ultimate is for you to just get into your head, not have to watch, and know how your body needs to move
4,
through these
3,
3 pieces.
2.
All right, go into that other side. So whatever leg you use last, try to track that. Because I didn't cue you left or right. We're coming into our down dog. Feet are about hip distance apart. Spread out the fingers. Okay, bring those creases of those elbows forward so you're really strong in the arms.
3,
Drop the head.
2.
Lift up a foot. Take it back. I got the wrong foot. Okay. And bring the knee underneath. I'm going to move forward. Underneath to cheetah. And reach. And cheetah. Let's keep it at your pace now. Squeeze that knee to chest. And just bring the weight forward so the shoulders are over top of the wrists. Gazing at the mat. Gazing at the shin as we go back. That's our head in alignment with the spine. That's body awareness, folks. Okay? Getting tired, put that knee down. Just go through. Lift a leg. Oops. And tuck it. What
4,
was that?
3, 2.
There we go. Come on up to upright. We're in crunch and tap here. Okay, this is a simple side crunch. Side crunch. You might feel better with your toes turned out a little
4,
bit.
3, 2.
Okay, and then we tap. So crunch, crunch. Now watch, tap, lift that knee, tap. Kevin's doing it with leg lifts for every motion, and that's okay too. That's just another version. Remember this morning where you said, Kevin, you're gonna just take it a little bit easier?
Yeah.
Crunch and crunch. Tap, tap. The first 10 minutes of exercise is often the hardest because we have to get that blood flow and that oxygen supply to the muscles. I've noticed that especially if I'm trying to do a jog or something, the first 10 minutes, I'm like, this is impossible.
4,
I am never
3,
going to be able to do this.
2.
And then after 10 minutes, the system gets going. You start to feel you've got it under taps. Let's sit down. We're doing our swan dive and press. Okay, sitting down on the mats, feet wide, toes out. Make sure you're on your seat bones because we need to come forward. Bring your shoulders forward. How does
4,
that feel?
3,
We're gonna swan dive.
2.
He's already going. Swan dive.
Demonstrate.
And thank you for demonstrating because I wasn't. And we lean back a little, put the hands to heart center. Unless you have tailbone issues, we want that lean back, get the abdominal muscles involved. But if your tailbone and low spine are sore, that is not a great thing. You're just gonna come to upright, okay? Just look for that forward fold and upright. Just give one more there and meet me in a modified boat pose. Bring the feet forward, find the balance in your body. Okay, again, going sideways here. This is a lot for you for back issues or anything else. Just
4,
put the heel stem.
3,
Just start to work towards
2.
it. Hopefully you're breathing through that. We're doing our lying down crunch. Okay, before you lie down, get a watch at this if you haven't done it before. Feet are long, hands are above the head. You swing through and the knees squeeze to the chest. We press through with the palms and we try to roll the tailbone up off the
4,
mat.
3.
Reach above the
2.
head. Don't hold your breath through this. Let's swing through. Press and crunch. Tuck that chin in. Don't get into your neck. Press and crunch. Use your hands, use your arms to engage even more. Roll up that tailbone. Curl that spine. Such an abdominal workout. Lift your sacrum off the ground, not your sternum.
Man, that's important.
You could take it smaller. You can even just stay just in a curled up position and just squeeze. If you're getting tired, just take it from curled up and just squeeze
4,
and
3,
squeeze.
2.
Rolling over, but don't get off your mat. Coming up to your hands and knees, we're going to what we call world's greatest stretch. I like to have padding under a knee for this. Okay, so I'm gonna put padding underneath my left knee. Hands and knees. We're gonna take our foot out to the side. What we're gonna do is sink
4,
down, and then we're gonna go through a lift
2.
up, okay? But first, just hands and knees. Get your foot out to the side. Sink it down, reach out those arms. Bring the weight forward over top of the wrists. Sink it down. Look how low you are. Pay attention to how low you are, and then press through and lift and elevate as high as you can, lower as low as you can, lift and lower. We're gonna get 4 of those. Kevin's way ahead because he did while I talked, and that's great. Okay, put your hands down. Let's bring that foot to the outside edge of the mat and bring the knee off the floor back there if you can. Whatever hand is close to the foot, lift it up. Take it through, look to the other direction.
4,
Open up,
3.
sweep
2.
it through. Do one more, even though she's done. Sweep it through. Hand down, bring that foot back. We're changing sides. Changing which side the pad is on to pad that knee. It's just because we're kind of rocking on the single knee, so why not just give it a little cushion? And that leg out to the side.
4,
Towel, yeah, will work
3,
just fine.
2.
Okay, let's sink it down. Extend the arms a little bit. Bring yourself forward. Sink it down. How are you getting up into the air? You're going by pressing through the legs and using the back support, abdominal muscles, and getting yourself up there. Lift it up. Bring it back really low and lift. Last one there. Put your hands down. Bring that foot forward alongside the hands. Now can you straighten the back leg? Awesome. Let's support the hips through that and reach up for the sky. Sweep it through. Look over to the other side. Open and through. Open and through.
4,
Last one.
3, 2,
Okay, we're staying on the mat, so just put that knee down, come on through. We're back to our boats, we're going to be doing a Russian twist. Maybe you can give a side version of this, Kevin, just so they can see how it goes.
Are we doing that?
We're doing,
Crunch?
first we do the elbow knee crunch is what we're doing first.
4,
Okay, so we're
3,
just in that nice
2,
balanced boat pose. Okay, heels hovering if you can. I'll offer you some modifications of this, but here's where you're gonna wanna be. If you want, you put your heels down and you just curl into that. We're not pulling on the head. Squeeze the knee to the chest and twist the body. Breathe through that. It doesn't help to hold your breath, it's just your inclination. Many of our inclinations are not very helpful. Okay, let's put those heels down and let's just hold the hands like this and come into a nice twist. We will add the version of weights next time if you want to. Building
4,
some upper body strength,
3,
toning those
2.
arms. There you go. That's your break. Chaturanga flow is next. It's like a chaturanga is a yoga push-up it's based on. We're gonna start nice and low. We're gonna start just hands and knees. I've lost my prop. There it is. Hands and knees. Okay, and we're just
4,
going to go sink into
3,
child's pose.
2.
Meet us in child pose, I'll cue you through. Right, bring yourself forward into a knee plank. Lower yourself to the ground, elbows alongside the body, lower down to the mat. Okay, press high. Press through, up dog. This is not about the neck. Okay, and then sink back to child pose. Kevin's gonna lift it up in a second. I'm gonna stay right here, coming forward to knee plank. Lower it down to the mat. Press through, up dog. Now, if you want to, you tuck your toes and go back to down dog there. I'm going back to child pose. Knees down, press through, upward facing dog, and back. So you can always work towards that
4,
upper body strength
3,
and flexibility
2,
to get to the down dog plank version. There we go. We get to stand up. Finally, back to standing up. We're doing half jacks here. I've seen 2 really good versions of half jacks that are different from what we're doing, but not today. But I'm going to be bringing them coming soon to a show near
4,
you.
3,
You're gonna just tap to the
2.
side and bring it together, tap to the side. You wanna bring your arms all the way up to the sky and have a little more arm work? That is up to you. You can just bring it level if you want. There's a bit of a rotation through, there is a rotation through the cuff there when you do it all the way. I'm gonna take the last 20 seconds at half. There we go. I lost my rhythm. You can do this with jumping. If we're not doing enough for you, you can do
4,
jumping jacks.
3,
That's not a problem.
2.
Give her. Way you go. All right. We're gonna be going into our chair pose, so we're slowing it down into a strength pose instead of a motion pose here. Okay, so we're gonna swing through from the bottom up. Catching my breath a little bit.
4, 3.
Okay, let's come into a
2.
bit of a squat. Arms alongside the body. Swing through, gaze forward, hands to heart center. Find the weight coming back into your heels. Don't get tippy forward, okay? Okay, can you come any lower? Fist with your right, cap with your left. Press and turn. Just lay that elbow so gentle on the knee and press between the hands. Look down, hands down, straighten out the legs, bend the knees, and with control, come on, back up into your chair pose. Hands to heart center. Fist with the left and cap with the right, press. Feel that pressure? Now gently lay the elbow on the knee. Shoulders are so engaged in stability
4,
right now. Look down,
3, 2,
Hands down, straighten, and roll through this standing. We're half done. This is our water break. Oh my gosh. And I need it because I
4,
talk too much.
3,
Don't
2,
tell any stories.
I'm not going to tell any stories and lose track of time this time.
Next thing we do is modify burpees.
Modified burpees are on our horizon here. So we are half done. If you're on the video and you are completely done at the halfway mark, go to the last 7 minutes, do your cool down. Pick it up with us just for the cool down and catch that. Don't just stop and then go sit somewhere and hope your body feels good. You need to bring down all that system rushing. Okay. Well, we still have 20 seconds. I'm doing so good. So those burpees, there's many versions. We're not going to bother showing you. This is the one with no impact that we know, where our feet are at the edges of the mat and we bring the hands down between the feet.
Yeah, I do like.
And you step back and you step back to plank. Then you step forward and you step forward and you come up
4,
and reach.
3,
Mine
2,
in and out rather than out and in.
This is the way you're supposed to. Inhale, reach up. Come on down. Step back, step forward, step forward. Now try to track which foot you're leading with, because one side of your body is probably stronger than the other, and it's up to you to force yourself to lead with the other foot. Reach. You can add a jump there if you're just getting like you just want that little bit more. When you reach, I have to think about it when Kevin's adding a push-up. Burpees are designed to take care of your whole body. Reach.
4, 3, 2,
And step back. There we go. We're doing our squat butt kickers here. So getting our feet underneath us, nice and parallel here. Okay, hands clasped, hands pressed together, whatever you prefer. We come into that squat, we press back up, kick and
4,
kick. We want that heel to
3,
come back.
2,
And down and up and kick and kick. So 2 different things happen to me in the second half of the class. Either I'm bringing it down a little bit so I can just keep going, or I know that I have enough to finish off the class so I can really intensely engage on second round. Depends on the day or the exercise. Kick. Woo! I have a new prop and I'm getting used to it. Press. It's not quite as squishy as the other one was.
We can cut that larger.
Yeah. Our gaze stays forward the whole time on this sequence.
4, 3, 2,
Okay, this is my new favorite actually. Even though that doesn't mean it's easy, it just is. It's just punch and punch 4 times. And we pull those hands back and we do our side lunge, pull that elbow back. 4 and 4. Get yourself situated.
4,
How far apart your
3,
legs are, your choice.
2,
Okay, let's punch. 2, 3, 4. Side lunge. 3 and 4. At this point, I'll stop counting it out because you're gonna have your own pace. Just count out your 4s. Trying to pay attention to changing which hand goes down first. Kevin says it doesn't matter, but since it feels so awkward, I feel like it matters.
4,
I'm trying to change what it means.
2,
There we go. Awesome. 3-point lunge. Okay, so if you're getting a little fatigued, what you're gonna do is shorten out that stance a little bit, okay? Don't have it too long, don't have it too challenging. Just make it a little shorter and make sure you have that space, okay? Just whatever foot you have in front
4,
is fine. It doesn't make a
3,
difference. We're gonna straighten it up.
2,
Reach it up for the sky and come into your forward. Reach and straighten. Airplane. Reach, put your arms behind. All right, gliding through that.
I hope someday we're like real fitness influencers that like don't sweat and gasp while they
No,
do it.
I think that it's good.
They just do these things.
But they maybe edit and do them in little 3-minute breaks, and that's why they never have sweat, and they have makeup artists beside them and somebody to fix their hair. We're just human.
We need to fix my hair.
We just tend to do this like a human that has different kinds of body issues, different
4,
kinds of weaknesses,
3,
and
2.
sweats. There we go. We're going to our 3-legged dog and cheetah. So don't forget, you can do hands and knees. I've showed you already. So you go there if you want to. But let's just put our hands down, step our feet back until we are in down dog.
4.
Just let your
3,
head hang a little bit
2.
there. Let's take a foot back. Remember which foot you're using. Bring that knee underneath and bring the body forward. And reach and under. Swing it through at your pace, because 45 seconds of this is a lot. Maybe halfway through you put that knee down and just keep going on the smaller version.
Feel it?
Yeah. This is a challenging sequence I put together for today. I think it's much harder than last time. Why isn't it 45 seconds yet?
I don't know.
Reach, squeeze.
My timer break.
4, 3, 2.
There we go. Step it through. Come on, walk it up. Going to the other side. Oh my gosh, today.
I think we started out weary though.
Yeah, that's true. Just take that other foot forward. Try to remember where you were last time.
4, 3.
Reach for the sky,
2.
straighten everything up. Let's come into their front lunge there. Reach and dive. Reach and go behind. So as our body changes balance and posture here, our muscles are fighting to keep us stable and balanced. There's all kinds of stability and balance exercises, but these ones in motion are so highly valuable.
It's all about toes and feet and ankles.
That reach for the sky is a great time. Take a breath in.
4, 3, 2.
There we go. And we're headed to the other side for our 3-legged dog and cheetah. Try to remember which one you have left. Put your hands down. Step yourself back into that nice upside down V.
Your feet getting done.
My foot can come back this far.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, reach your foot back. Squeeze that knee into the chest, come forward. Now are your fingers nicely spread out? Do a check. Oh, we are overlapping.
I know.
I should have gone forwards and you should have gone sideways.
We were both straight face, and you turned your head the other way. I'm gonna get that.
No, you aren't. I'm watching your face.
Okay.
I'm taking such good care of you right now. You can't laugh in exercise that uses all the oxygen and muscles. Come on, girls. Say 3, 2, 1.
3, 2.
Oh my goodness, that was hard. Come on, up, Kevin. We have to crunch and tap.
Thanks for not kicking me.
You're welcome. We're here, we're crunching.
4.
And then we're tapping, we're
3,
pulling that knee as high
2.
as we can.
Sounds great.
Curl, side crunch, hands tap, crunch, crunch, tap, high knee. That's the focus on that piece, okay? Is pull that knee up, crunch to the side, crunch to the side. Why do we have to do both? Because one on its own would be absolutely exhausting. We just break it up. I'm so kind. Whew. I feel like a weird doll.
Four, 3, 2.
Let's sit down. Let's sit down. Have your knee pad near at hand for the world's greatest stretch. But right now we're gonna do swan dive. So feet are wide, toes are up, Make sure you've got yourself seated on your seat bones and you have that
4,
little bit of a tilt
3,
forward here.
2,
Wide arms and dive, lean back and press. Dive and press. Shoulders come forward. We are not curling up on this. We're just folding up and then coming back. Headed for a modified boat pose. Got a couple of them in the exercises today. So bring those feet together. Find the balance in your body. Don't forget heels down is an option, okay? Or hands down is an option actually as well. So many modifications. Here we are. Can you extend your legs and drop your shoulders any amount? And
4,
bring it back and squeeze.
3,
Do it one more time.
2,
And come back. Give it a little bit of a hug. Okay, we're going to our swing and crunch.
Oh,
So we're
great.
lying down, toes to toes, arms above the head. So this is one where we swing the arms, bend the knees, and press
4,
and try to lift
3,
up the
2,
sacrum. Arms above the head. Swing through and press. There are extra tall mats, but they're usually for people that are well over 6 feet tall. I guess this mat is 5 feet long. So from your head to your toe, you are off the mat.
Yeah. Especially if I'm avoiding
Press, lift. Press and lift. That extra little engagement at the end.
I think I stopped lifting.
That's okay for second round. That's what you need. Hi, I just touched your toes, so I guess
4,
I'm moving.
3, 2,
Oh my goodness. World's greatest stretch. Roll over. We're doing great. Get your knee pad if you need it. Put it underneath the left knee, okay? Let's cue for that. Left knee.
4,
And then we get that leg
3,
extended long out of the
2.
side here. Nice extension. Now sink it down and walk those hands forward. Bring the body forward over top of the wrists. Sink it down, face down to the mat. Look how low you are. You're gonna come back here, so lift it up. Take it all the way down. Lift it up. Take it all the way down. Maybe you're going slower than me. That's okay. Maybe you get 3 instead of 4. Last one. Okay, put the hands down, bring that weight forward and bring that foot forward, whatever way you need to, and back knee off the mat. Take the right hand up into the sky, look and swing it through to the left. Right behind that other forearm, swing it through. And open,
4, 3,
and swing.
2,
One more, and through. Hand down, leg back, and we're changing which side. Knee pad underneath the other one. Get that nice extension on that leg. And you can just sink into the stretch part right now where you're
4,
waiting for us to start.
3,
Just lower
2.
it down, forehead to mat. Bring it forward and lower it down. Think about what you need to do to lift up into the sky and lower it down to the mat. You get a foot cramp from this, just tuck those back toes underneath and it will release. Why am I saying that? Because I have it. Is that 4? Huh?
I said, darn it. I was doing okay.
Hands down and bring that foot to the front. And then straighten up that back leg. There we go. Lift the arm. Take it through to the right. Open to the left. Swing through to the right. 2 more.
4, 3,
And there you go.
2.
Put that hand down, sweep the foot back, and we're coming into our crunches and twists. Okay, our abdominal workout is here now. Okay, so this is the elbow knee one to start with. Of course, you can have your heels down. I encourage you to be into a nice modified boat pose and crunch and
4,
turn the body
3,
and bring that elbow
2.
across. Okay, let's go. So the knee doesn't come across, the knee just comes up. And you don't pull on your head. I've seen so many people lock their hands and just yank on their neck. It's not what it's about either. Can you take a breath, please? All right, take a pause. Put those heels down. Get a lean into it if you can. Clasp the hands and come into your turn this way instead. Your speed. Not hard enough for you? Get those heels back off the mat. That's all right. Nice oblique crunch. Oh my gosh, isn't that
4,
amazing?
3, 2,
Getting so trimmed up there. Chaturanga flow. So we're coming to our hands and knees. I'm gonna lift mine up this time. I showed you that you can go from knees to knee plank, down and up. And I'm going to lift it up. So if you're in the
4,
videos and stuff and you wanna do the
3,
lower one, you can
2.
watch that one, okay? So let's come back to child pose, first time. Knee plank. Lower yourself to the mat. Elbows beside the body. Hello.
Hi.
Up dog. Okay, tuck the toes, lift the hips, you're in down dog. Come forward to plank. Lower yourself to the mat. Sweep through into up dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Forward. And if you're looking for form, I would encourage you to look at Kevin. Because of my fused toes and fused ankle, my form is not quite as good. But I get there. Lower it down. Don't lead with the head, lead with the shoulders
4,
into that up dog.
3,
And then
2.
lift the hips. All right. Can we stand up? We can stand up.
Is that good news?
It's such good news. We have 2 more to go. That's how great you guys are doing. All right. We're doing half jacks. I'm going to only lift my arms halfway this time because it's
4,
been quite the
3,
workout.
Let's do
2.
quarter jacks.
And tap. All right? So tap and tap, tap and tap. My shoulders are feeling it today for some reason.
The weight room.
Oh, the weight room. That probably means I need to do the whole thing. No, that's my belt. There is one where you step into that foot and there's an extra piece to it. I'm gonna make sure I have my cues right for that and bring that
4,
to you guys
3,
soon.
2.
All right, we're gonna stop this. Last one is our chair pose. Let's approach from up top this time. Instead of swinging through down below, you can do both ways, and some people find it
4,
easier to come from the
3,
top. Okay,
2.
reaching the arms alongside the head. Let's just sink into the squat. Sink into the squat. Hands to heart center. Maybe you can go lower because you've got kind of different balance there. Let's make a fist with the left, push with the right, push. Now turn, lay it down, and look. Support the head through this. Don't let it just drop and don't get too tight. Look down, hands down, straighten out those legs. Bend the knees, swing through. Hands to heart center. Fist with the right and cap with the left. Put that pressure in, feel your shoulders engage. Lay it down. Look down,
4,
hands down.
3,
Straighten
2.
the legs, bend the knees, roll up to standing. We're headed for cool down. Thank goodness we're headed for cool down. Kevin's gonna change the music
I was gonna say, I suppose you want me to change it.
so we can actually cool down and not have that like driving beat. Let's just start with some sunshines.
4,
Nice.
3,
Cool down as
2.
she finishes her timer stuff. Just standing, feet nice and parallel. Deep, slow breaths and just big circles with the arms in front. Just let them cross over. Can you feel your heart pumping? Feel the blood supply to the surface of your skin, that hot flush of heat and oxygen and all those good things you've done. Let's change directions. Inhale, sweep through. Sweep through. Sweep through. Slowing down the breathing here. Heading into frog pose. I've seen a couple of different versions of modified frog pose. One of them is called garland. So garland is feet are quite far apart and you come down. I'm gonna try that. Kevin's going straight into frog pose here. Okay, and some people are gonna be just about here in their garland pose or their modified frog. Okay, find where you need to be. I'm gonna see if I can get down lower with having my feet just a little further apart and find the balance in my body. Slow, deep breaths. Find your focal point. Slow down the breathing. If your muscles are trembling, I want you to cherish sounds kind of mushy. I want you to value that. Those trembling muscles working for balance and having fatigue, look what you get to do. Okay, hands down. Let's get those legs stepped back, except we're gonna go into a low lunge. So let's leave the right leg in front and left leg behind into a low lunge. Okay, find the balance in that and let's just press forward. We're gonna stay low, Kevin. Pressing forward into that lunge. Feel that stretch in that back leg.
Back leg at an angle.
Back leg is at an angle. That knee isn't just stacked straight underneath the hip. Nice and broad in the shoulders, slowing the breathing. We're going to go to modified half split. So what we do to do that is bring the hips back and straighten the front leg. Arms end up extended very, very long. And you just sink in. This is a very intense stretch. Breathe through. Think about this. Lift up the shoulders and press through that back knee to come back to lunge. We're going to do that modified half split one more time. Just approaching it, but not sitting in it. We're keeping in motion here because we've done a lot. Tuck the chin, extend the arms long. Come forward to your lunge one more time here. Okay, find your balance there and make sure your knees stacked over top of your ankle, and we're going to reach up with the right and open up through the chest. Don't let the knee drop out to the side while you do this. Bring that hand down, going to the other side. Open up, big breath in. Exhale, bring it down. Let's bring the hands up to the thigh. Fine.
We're staying low.
We are low, just for the first part. Okay, and then we're reaching up into crescent. This gives a little bit of a back sway to this, but don't get in your neck. Arms wide into cactus arms. Pull those elbows back. Bring the arms together in front of your face. And then down to the floor. Changing legs. I try to have the cool down stretches in Strive be a little bit more challenging than what we do in Nourish, just because we're doing more challenging things with our body. So let's bring that knee forward a little bit, deep into the lunge. Slow, deep breathing, still paying attention to that. Straighten out the leg and pull the hip back to the heel. Tuck the chin, modified half split. I feel so cool when I say that. Come forward, so that's push off that back leg and bring the body forward. One more time, sinking into modified half split. Coming down as low as you want to in this. And forward again and finding that balance in a low lunge. Knees not too far forward at this point. Take the left hand, reach up, big breath in, open up, exhale, sweep it down. Other side is a little more challenging because our base is narrow. And bring it down. And then just gradually find yourself lifted. Inhale, reach, palms facing each other, sway the spine. Pull the elbows down and back. Press the arms together in the center. And sweep that down beside the foot. Let me take a good look at the timing here. And we'll just take that knee back and sweep the legs through. One thing we'll do just to finish off the class here. Feet are wide, knees are bent. And make sure you're on your seat bones. Inhale, nice and tall. I'm just going to come into a forward fold. It doesn't matter if you curl this up. Just drape yourself down. Watch my mic, Kevin says. Kevin likes to hold on to his feet quite often when he does this. Oh no, he's flat-handed this way. Okay, just letting yourself just relax into the hips. Shoulders roll away. Tuck the chin and relax the back of the neck. Slow, deep breath. Come up a little bit. On the inhale, exhale, melt down. Pull yourself back up to a neutral spine. And that's our Strive class. You guys have done amazing things. Continue to watch for progress. That gives you a feeling of momentum, which we really credit rather than motivation. Get momentum, engage with self-discipline is the way to get on these mats and do this at least twice a week. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.